was like, okay, what's happening in this game now?
A plane is coming in. And it's coming in from the far south side. I'm just going to say it again. I said it yesterday too. We have
military. That's one that usually calls for some kind of adaptation.
And military this time around with no teams down there. Once again, I mean, last time around the plane path didn't really give any chance to go there. This time around it did, but no one opted to go. Good thing they didn't, because we are headed out. Ready and waiting. Shots fired early, maybe too early. Actually, as I say that, no, not quite so. Maxi does fall down. Long spray there from Best of Luck, but managed to get one in the end a bit. Finds him damage done of the entire team, I think. I mean, but you can see the remaining players of Stardust. As I say that, I was going to say the remaining players of Stardust ain't been in a position to help out should he start shooting. And now, actually, the first thing that happens is that Apocalypse falls down. Question now becomes...
Effective spotted, meant to be.
Oh my god, he actually saw him on the other side of that too. Not quite found the knock on him, but that element of surprise that you'd have to think would have gone in the favor of Stardust, now completely ruined.
I mean, it's all coming apart at the seams here for Stardust. Now, Celtic has to go huge here. He's actually opting to try and get some damage onto the 3-stack of FaZe, but forced off the angle by Fex once again, who's just pumping out damage right now.
Kelsey trying to run off here, not liking anything that he's seeing. Oh, the nade comes over the top and Gustav from miles away.
Norkis actually trailing a little bit from the rest of the team. I think Ascender probably spotted them out from here, and well, I said maybe not, but it's a pretty dire shift in the second.
Even if you hear them now, do you stop to shoot? Do you stop to take the fight when you see this circle pop in? We're headed down towards the south. Of course, we're going to make landfall at some point with the circles, but right now...
Of anybody rotating in shore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a surprise factor, right? They don't want anybody playing in from behind them on the surprise element.
How is it that even when Austrian Force and Polish Power go each their direction, they end up next to each other anyway? Rotations seem to be the same. Vasco finds one. These fights that we've seen in the past as well have usually gone in the favor of Polish Power. But now, one found from Austrian Force. Make that two. Saga finds the second. Third one might fall down here as well, as Cabby is now trapped behind his vehicle. There you go. Saga finds one more.
Some great shots with this.
We're ending in fair repair.
There's not a lot of options on the west side if this comes central or even further towards the east.
There really isn't. I mean, they can backfill Quarry, but they're desperately banking on something going west here. Let's see. Well,
that's a chance for them, yeah.
Still in play, still in play. Thing is, they're coming in completely blind on this one. They haven't had a chance.
Chris might be able to get back on his feet. This was what we saw.
He didn't run him. Oh, no. Miscommunication. Yeah. You got to stay in that car if there's a US coming full. I think it's just the team as a whole right now a little shaky. Gotta reset the mind as best as they can. And now Overpeak and Wu. I mean, they fought earlier. They set up the ambush to take down one.
Off angle here. He has an open sight on an Ippy. Maybe just breaks off the tree.
Yeah. Saw him with the Ohm in hand as well. The green machine. We'll see what he can make use of it.
Reposition off this. You can see actually with the map coming up just how split he is playing now. If Clib and James can create a little bit of a distraction, Nixie's actually drifted into blue. I think he spotted out somebody on the back of the tree. First tag comes through, and actually...
He's got to get a knock, right? No, second one doesn't get him.
I think the first aid kit just goes off there.
You'd have to imagine, because it just looked like nothing happened.
Dwindling. We just got it off. But now, though, this is perfect. Vard can open up on this.
Yep, now he's been spotted. Shots fired. The issue is...
Not anymore.
That tree is only granting him cover from so many angles. Norkis falls. That's Polish Power out in 16th. And now Bard spotted as well. Crazy nice push over the ridge to hold off here, but he's on his own foot. Esports now aggressive push on forward. That's a sent out as well.
It's actually HC to find it. Odin has no idea where all these shots are coming from. Iroh going to be confirmed as well. It's almost just an exchange here. Odin gets caught. Yeah, you can see the sightlines from FaZe. Just one third party this. I think it should have a decent amount of information now that their back is clear. More pressure coming onto Foot Esports. Western found now. Lyran about in the...
Three teammates.
James, he actually got baited into the vehicle. That's probably the scummiest kill we'll see all day. Best of luck. Probably grinning ear to ear with that one. Clib elsewhere. His problems continue. Gedrock's the...
Austrian Force? Where are we going with this one?
Right past Quarry, apparently.
Yeah, but they're just going to play the wall underneath. That would be suicidal to an extent with that. I mean, there's no question mark. It's just above them. On the other side, they have ends on this side too.
I mean, they can technically...
Question mark, exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say technically play on the underside, but question mark are just going to pick these up for free.
I mean, they're just jumping into the Valley of Death here, knowing what they have on both sides. Still opting to go for the play. It's not going to work out for them at all. 13th place is going to be Foot Esports, sorry, to claim. In the meantime, we can only match him that Austrian Force goes right after. See, in the meantime now, Hobbits peeking on forward. He knows he has Tixu down there somewhere. They've seen them come in that direction. Payne, solo player on his feet, trying to wrap around. And there you have it. Scaff finds the second. That's going to be all. Does he full push through that smoke to get the flush? That would be pretty greedy. Doesn't succeed in doing so. Getrux goes to the plate. Doesn't work out for him. Scaff goes off. The rest get the kill and manages to do so.
No, win or die. A little bit split on this now. Goose is so close. And the flash comes over, no peek on the back of it. Xstant's actually the one to find Scav here. And actually the second peek is perfect from Goose.
A lot of headshots coming through from both sides here. Tough fight to be won by either of them. 2v2. As of right now, Getrux has to back off, try and see what he can make of this. Leosh, the one to hold while the healing is being done, but it's not going to work out for him. But Getrux, though, on the back enough, it didn't get heals off, but manages to stay alive regardless. I eliminated as well.
Actually, elsewhere, Bestalok now actually found out by Exalt. Again, a very, very wide split here. Bestalok left as this kind of spoiler on the north side of this circle. Will be dealt with now, but Exalt have, you can see on the map, as phase reposition as well. Northern Lights a little leapfrog further forward. I only see one player from Na'Vi looking this way. It's Aaliyah. Yeah, and heading towards both Question Mark and the Wu. And Quizzy actually already knocked right now, so...
They've got to know they've got Howl. Yeah, they're playing their vehicles according to the info that they've got. That Howl is on the other side, but now they're parking right next to an opposing team within nade range. That seems, I mean, suicidal at best. Hey, Howl is actually pulling up on this.
I was going to say, we talked about how few options they have, and this seems like what they settled on. Laz are desperate to try and flush these out now. Favorite's actually sharing the smoke with Ruin and finally goes down. The Howl want to pile on the pressure, though. They want to now push onto the Wu. Try and clean this up. Question Mark should be able to come over to the top side of this, though.
Got to execute fast on it. Quizzy back on his feet. Not sure he's going to be able to stay that way for long, though. Nate starting raining on over. EB, nice off angle. Has the smoke to work with there as well. The Nate, though, straight on to Quizzy. He goes down. Lassa finds the second. All of a sudden, Howl. I thought it was a suicide sent for them initially, but they're making use of it. Matt finds the last. That's Stardust and Wu out back. Oh, no, the three-wheel buggy. Not easy to drive straight with. We'll see if Matt can make some of it. He's got an off angle, but Face, as you said, making the aggressive play on forward. Diggory, first one to fall. Schofield with AI able to fend off. Nate's now coming in here as well, but he's got 2 bullets left in the chamber.
The first one, the second. Actually, the second comes through as well. Gustav will respond onto Schofield, but it's just 8C left standing. FaZe on 7 kills and 3 on the floor right now. Yep,
being spoon-fed. These one headshot comes through. One more bullet should do it, and there you go. 3 for Schofield. Ruin gets the last face annihilated by Howl as they continue to rack up much-needed points here.
Actually, Laz are looking to continue. Hobbits will fall. The headshot from the barrel landing. Again, a little solo mission here. Dante there with a beautiful off angle. Going to try and punish this res. Schofield confirmed, but really wanted to get that player that was rezzing instead.
There's got to be some sort of help coming through now. There does. Ruin goes down. Lassa, nice off angle, finds the first. Does he get the second? Yes, it does! What a nice transfer. Finds the second in Filfist, and now it's just one on his feet. Great play from Lassa up close, using the spoiler, the element of surprise to perfection.
Lazza going to find one of the confirms here. Dante on the push, though. A wild push. Lazza finding all 4 kills now. Howl up
southwest, just because it's going to be hard either way for all of them. Out into the open. See how team's going to work with it. Howl actually on the north side here.
That's just ridiculous. I mean, there's a slice of the compound in open on the west side. Open sight lines onto it. Batulin's a little curious towards the compound, but as this one starts shifting, yeah, decent damage comes through as soon as Northern Lights get in this vehicle. I think Lou's going to be the one that they actually prioritize. Spyro will fall on the hillside. Ruin actually steals that one away.
15 kills for Harold and counting. Good only imagine they're going to get more with this one. They're going to go down below them, get out of that Carlu. It's going to explode in just a moment's time, and here's Matt ready and waiting on the other side. Can't find the knock finally with the last bullet in the chamber, able to get him down. Thrown on the other side as an opponent, and Ruin with the nade is going to take down Perfectix.
Just one left standing now. Batulin's going to try and actually heal this one out, but...
Did they think all of them moved?
I'm not sure. Batulin's is somehow still alive here, 6 HP. Going to be able to get this first aid off, but Na'Vi as 4. Reposition. Example still laying back. No, they've read it. Aaliyah spots him in the open as well.
That is a clutch read, because he could easily have taken down one had they not been worried about him. But Batulin's not really having a whole lot to work with. Try to see what he can do. Melman, in the meantime, peeks on forward, finds Lassa. Lassa has been such a massive impact player for Howl. This game goes down on the eastern side. He was the container, now Batulin's on the other side here, trying to fend off against Example.
And the nade posted inside the door here, not going to do any damage, but the swing comes
Great
through.
play.
Example seals the deal. Northern Lights out in
Players up close though. Oba, you can see on the webcams on the left side, the one kind of feeding in for a cross right now. Matt spots one, that's Uber down.
That's it. An opening created.
Oh,
here.
second?
And actually, the second comes through. Tons of damage
in the
done.
open.
He's actually got it. Melman falls.
2v2, all of a sudden things are equal. Alia has an angle, or no, not anymore. Example has made the cross, they have the circle too. That's what they're playing off of right now. This should have been a 4v.
Behind the UAS, but he hasn't got a lot of space to work with. Look where that edge is sitting. The Matt has to take this kill now.
Oh, that is timing, and timing is all. Finds one, though, as I say, it doesn't find the second Alia there to defend. Thought it was going to be a dead giveaway, but no, not going to happen. Ruin. That should be him down to the molly. No, it falls short. There you go, second time around, Na'Vi prevails, but how close was
Of course, Na'Vi is able to get the victory, but I think overall their numbers might be a little bit eclipsed eventually if we get a chance to see Howls. We might not, though. But as you can see here, Na'Vi playing from the compound, playing nicely. I think one of the potential threats that could have come along was NLT, but it was not 2B really. But Howl, huge, huge game.
Yeah, unbelievable scenes, really, from what we're seeing from Howl. And it's been a long time coming, and this does really seem to be the day where the teams that have been underperforming so far can step up, find their form. Howl, they've been languishing down at the bottom end. Na'Vi hasn't been having the best of times, so to see them two at the top, hand in hand, well, and hand against hand, is it's great to see.
It makes it even more interesting, Avenger, considering our top was quite close, and now we're going to have more of those teams kind of joining this mid-pack and making it even more open.
Yeah, it's crazy. Our mid-pack is just getting larger and larger at this point. We're talking about, you know, potentially 8, 10 teams that are fighting, and with one good game, you could be jumping 5, 6,